All right, guys, welcome back.
Hi, guys.
This is a very hi guys, hi guys.
Hi, guys.
What is that, Tom Segura?
Yeah.
Hi
Hi,
guys.
guys.
Hi Sam.
Hi.
No, it was remember that. Hi Sam. What was that from? Which comedy special
I
was that
don't know.
from?
We should just start over. We're so early.
I actually really wanted to see him in Toronto. He's coming to Toronto, eh?
Is he?
Yeah, remember I was telling you?
Yeah.
He's coming to Toronto.
Yeah.
But it's like up north
Oh, yeah.
that
You
he's
told
coming.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the podcast, guys. This is a very late one we're doing. It is currently Friday, the weekend of Miami.
It's so bad.
Life just be lifing, you know? What was
It
that?
just gets
What
so.
was
It
that?
just. I don't know. Time passing. Send.
Time after time. You know the song?
Time
If you fall,
after.
I will catch you. Don't dance to it, please. It's doing the robot time after time.
That's how I dance.
I'm gonna have to listen to that song now after this. Just put it on.
Oh my god, it's like the night before. the night
Dude,
before
it's the
Christmas.
weekend of Miami, of the Miami Grand Prix, and then it's
We're
just
so late.
life has just been kind of crazy, and we never were like, we'll podcast. We never got to podcasting, so
We had it I had it written in my planner, and if it's written like working out, check mark, like you check it off. Everything in there needs to get checked
every
off.
night we were like, we're gonna do it, and then we didn't end up doing it, and so we're just like, dude, we got to do it tonight. So it is what it is. We're doing the
We're
podcast.
here. We're not skipping.
Yeah, man.
We're not skipping it.
But I don't know. I'm excited. Miami's always an interesting one.
I'm so excited for Miami. I hope they don't make it like cringy though, like they did.
No,
last
that's what I
year.
mean. What by being like an interesting one? No, what do you
There's
mean
so
cringy?
much to talk about. Just like
Las Vegas was cringy.
oh no, you're right. It was Las
wasn't
Vegas.
Miami.
No,
Miami's
Las
kinda
Vegas
cool.
was cringy. It was so hard to watch. They were like doing the announcements, and he was like Sergio Perez, and Sergio was just like,
That was Bruce Buffer, by
yeah,
the way.
I know UFC.
But
I know.
no, the whole Las Vegas thing was a little. I get that Vegas is like to be over the top, but it was a little too
It
over the
was
top.
way too over the top.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I would never. I just. Ugh.
But
But
yeah,
Miami was fun.
Miami's over the top in the sense of
It's like cool. It's like
Yeah.
the cool kids.
yeah. No,
Las
it's over.
Vegas was
It's
cringy.
it's over the top in the sense of like celebrities
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Like cool people.
Just gotta check something on the camera here.
Cern's
Gonna get
good.
really close. Okay, no, it's all good.
It's recording, right?
No, I thought the focus was off, but
that'd be
because I
really
was
bad.
clicking all sorts of buttons. Miami is Miami, yeah, the celebrity thing. Was this where the whole Serena Williams thing happened?
Yeah.
Was it
with Martin
Miami or was it
Brundle.
Texas?
I think it was no. I think it was.
Was it Texas?
No, the wave flagging was.
What are you talking about?
Oh, when Martin Brundle was.
When he tried to talk
yeah.
Serena Williams. and
Maybe
she's
that
like,
was Texas.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Hamilton won that race, I think.
No, I don't know.
Or
if
no,
he
he
did
didn't
that.
win.
No.
He didn't win.
But
Whatever.
yeah, yeah, everyone always complains about the whole celebrity thing, but there needs to be like I get it. F1 wants to make their money and they want the whole like, you know, pomp and circumstance of everything, but you got to respect like the sport. You got to respect the people who are like pivotal in it, including like Martin Brundle.
It's like avoiding Bruce Buffett.
No, it's like not. It's like disrespecting Joe Rogan at the
No,
UFC.
it's just like it's
You
just
know?
I don't know. It's just that was really cringy. That was hard to watch, and it was like just really embarrassing for like the U.S. fans because we're like,
Yeah, it kind of
what the heck?
it's a stereotype, right?
Yeah.
That Americans are a certain type of way, and it's like
Yeah.
you don't want to be represented that way. But or not. I shouldn't say Americans, like maybe, but like celebrities to a certain extent. Like come
American
on, dude.
celebrities.
Yeah, like you don't have to come off that way, but like we'll see what happens. It's very. I will admit, it's very interesting to see who's
Doing the walk.
there and whatnot.
Yeah.
I
But China.
wonder, are they still filming that
Yeah.
movie?
Yeah, they are.
Is this still going?
It's still going.
Hmm.
With Pitt.
Yeah. We'll see if Brad Pitt. Not again.
I know.
What did we say on the
It's
last one?
so late.
Doctor Brad Pitt.
Doctor.
Where's Brad?
Doctor. I was
God.
gonna say Pitty.
I know you were. Yeah, Brad Pitt. We'll see.
I can't wait to see that movie.
Yeah, that should be good. I mean, they're filming
Yeah.
it like with the drivers on the actual Grand Prix weekend, so
Yeah.
I mean, it should be very realistic. There was that one shot of them doing the walkout where they had like
Yeah. Oh
everybody
yeah.
in it.
Yeah. For the but they had them in like
No,
the
no, they were
W.
like walking towards the pit lane
Oh,
and
did they have
like
Brad Pitt there?
yeah, it was Brad Pitt. He was doing the no, he did the anthem with the drivers. They had him
Anthem.
stand to do the
That's what that's
thing,
called.
but there was also they were like walking to the cars,
That's
and
so
then they
cool.
had him at a garage. They had a garage for the Apex racing team. It was cool, man.
Oh, sick.
But
On
yeah,
to China.
let's see.
Okay.
Jeez, just
On to
pushing it.
China.
Let's just push this one along, you know.
Let's get moving here.
You guys came here for the podcast, right? For
Yeah.
the friggin' debrief of the race, right? That's what everyone
So
watches this for.
I just wanna put this out there. My notes.
I have 3 notes.
1, 2, 3. My notes are what a cluster bleep of qualies. And then I just went to the race because we had sprint. We had sprint quali. We had quali. We had real
Was China a
quali.
sprint?
Yes,
It was. Yes, that's
sprint.
right.
I want to talk about the sprint, and I know that usually qualies are not something that we focus on, but do you remember
Yeah.
Norris was P1 in sprint quali? Norris, don't do it to
Oh
Hamilton,
my
to
God.
Alonso. Oh, I just choked on my own.
Oh, like what the hell was that just now? Dude, I'm embarrassed for you. I love that we're recording this right now. That's the greatest thing. It's the greatest thing. I love it. I absolutely love that everyone can see this. This is like I mean, if you're just actually no, on Spotify it defaults to video. If you're listening to this on Spotify with whatever you're doing at work or whatever, click over to the video and just rewind and watch Bria just like literally almost drown herself with her spit, with her spit, dude. God damn, that's hilarious. I love you so much. That's so funny. It's so funny though.
You know when you have to make the decision about if you like spit out the water or you swallow the water after you've inhaled something?
Yeah.
I wish there was a sink.
Yawn.
So
Dude.
so the interesting I can't believe I almost died on camera.
Yeah.
The interesting thing was like Norris kept having his like lap time deleted. Remember? This was like during the wets.
Yeah.
It was a mess. It was a literal mess. I think you could talk an entire commentary just about sprint quali.
About the last like segment of sprint
Oh
quality.
yeah, it was such
It
a
was
mess.
going crazy with the track limits and like deleted and the weather and random people were qualifying. It was insane to keep up with.
The coolest thing though is that the Chinese driver Zhou Guanyu, like he like qualified into Q3, which was like, I know everyone's just so butthurt. I don't know why everyone's just so mad about the fact that like he had his own place in China even though he didn't get top 3.
Yeah.
Whatever the country wants to do, the country can do. Like
I mean, the FIA did that.
who gives a crap? Like
Yeah.
let it go. They're like a fifth of the like population of the world Chinese people.
Is it a fifth?
It's like a lot. It's like 2.4 billion people or some
Is it
insane
really?
number like that. Just Google it.
Oh
yeah.
my God. Yeah.
Now I want to know. But it's like if they want to do that, let them do that, man. Like I don't know. It's like such a big deal for everyone. Just gets so like whatever. But I was like shook. Norris, Hamilton, Alonso, Verstappen, Sainz, Perez.
1.4 billion.
Okay, sorry, I was a billion off. But still, it's a lot of people.
Yeah, billion off. Yeah, that's crazy.
So it was so cool because those were 3 top people that we didn't anticipate seeing. And of course, Norris, Hamilton, Alonso. And of course,
Yeah.
they messed it up.
Norris got taken.
Norris?
Oh my God! At the off the line, this poor child.
poor
no,
child.
no. It was first turn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He
just got murked.
he got sunned,
Yeah.
as they say in the rap game.
Yeah, it was horrible to watch.
He got like, oh my God.
But Alonso got worse.
That was hard,
Remember?
man. Yeah.
Alonso DNF'd
Yeah.
in sprint. It was hard to watch. It was hard to watch.
But you know, I don't take that away from Norris. I think he just I don't know. I don't know.
You should swallow it.
The yawn again.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just yeah, because Norris can be pretty consistent. I don't know,
Norris
man.
is consistent. No, Norris and Piastri, both McLarens are incredibly consistent. I don't take it off. Anyone can have a bad race. Anyone can have a bad day. It just sucked because he went from the top to like P6.
Yeah.
It was just hard.
Within like the first turn.
And it was avoidable. He really could have. He didn't get off the line properly, and honestly, he just didn't maneuver the car properly. And it's just as simple as that. Does it make him a bad driver? No, because your name's not Lance Stroll. Lance Stroll's a bad driver.
I guess technically, yeah.
No, it makes you a flawed driver. Because Leclerc
No
is
one's
not a
perfect.
bad driver.
It just is.
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
it is
flawed.
what it is. Yeah.
But like, he's not a bad driver. He did great. He ended up on the podium.
He screwed the pooch on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that phrase. It's one of my least.
Why?
It makes me shudder.
Screwed the pooch. Why?
I hate it so much.
Why do
It
you
makes my
hate it?
ears hurt.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like it.
What would you rather say?
I don't know. He just messed up.
He messed up. He messed up, guys.
You're- Everyone agrees you should be nicer to me on the podcast.
I'm the nicest person ever.
Yeah, he is. On the podcast, no, but in
Just
real
playing
life,
around,
yeah.
guys.
In real life,
It's all
you're so nice.
jokes.
We had a great dinner tonight.
We're trying to entertain people here.
We had a
You can
good
throw
dinner.
shots at me too.
I
It's
don't
all
throw
good.
shots. I cry easily. I don't throw shots.
Yeah. No, it's not. You know what it is? It's not in your nature.
It's not.
It
I'm
really
too
isn't.
nice.
For me, I just like, even everybody who knows me, it's just my constant to like bug them and stuff like that, but I never mean it.
I apologize even when I'm right.
What?
I do.
That sentence made no sense.
I apologize even when I'm correct.
When you're right.
Yeah. That's how soft I am as a person.
Oh God.
But no, it was the reason is I defend Norris is because I feel like I said, he got a lot of like bad press about that. And I was like, he still ended up on the podium. He was P2 in the finals, which is where it matters.
Yeah.
I called it the finals. I meant the actual race, the Grand Prix.
Yeah. I don't know. Norris is a talented kid. I think a couple more years and he'll start to come into his own.
Yeah.
I feel like it's rare that you have rookie drivers that kind of are able to put it all together from the jump, I feel. Like it's really, you think about the greats, like the Hamiltons and the, Schumachers, and I mean, Verstappen is a
Michael.
great, people don't like whatever, Verstappen, but like from the jump, essentially, he was like, he put it all together. Norris I
did
think
too.
is,
Norris did.
to a certain extent, I think.
He got off the ground running with McLaren his first year.
Yeah,
his first
but
race.
never won a race though. So never won a race. But he's definitely like very talented. But I think he just needs a couple more years, and I think it's good that he's staying with McLaren because I think a couple more years there, and he should be able to like start pulling it together a lot more easily.
Yeah. So sprint was really interesting. Quali was also very interesting. Which was weird. It was so fun to see that like Hamilton didn't qualify. And again, like, play your own violin, whatever. I'm so
rude.
tired of the Cam 2024 that is so soft on Hamilton. I'm done with it.
Why?
I'm just here for like realness at this point.
Feel bad.
I don't feel bad. I don't feel bad at all.
feel
He did
bad.
fine during sprint. He has points. It's all good. He doesn't care. He's going to Ferrari next year. So
dude.
Quali ultimately ended up being, which is again what shows consistency is Norris was top 4 in quali, and Alonso was top 3.
Yeah.
It shows you that these drivers are consistent, that they're incredibly
That's normal,
talented.
though. That's
exactly.
Normal. You always see Alonso and Norris. Like, up
Alonso,
there.
you don't see in top 3.
Yeah, you do. Are you
Not
kidding
all-
me?
not
In
this
quali,
year.
He's like top 5 for sure.
Top 5.
Top 5 for sure. And he's usually finishing. I mean, he can finish anywhere. You could see Alonso in the top 10 for like.
Top 10 is different than top 3. They're just different than top 5.
Like I'd say top 6. He can He's finishing races. Like he can end up there at the end of the race. Depends on how like whatever happens to like Ferrari and who like Lance Stroll decides to crash into. Like he can end up
We're going to get there.
into.
So like Alonso is
Top
top
five.
3, right? And then the lap ended, or the lap, it's way too late. The Grand Prix ended as Verstappen, Norris, Perez,
Dude,
Leclerc,
Alonso
Sainz.
had a fantastic race. Do you remember him coming off the line and he took they have that one huge turn and he just like hung it right around the
He was
outside?
50% of the
He
entertainment.
was amazing. Alonso is so sick.
But their
He's like
tire
one of my favorite.
strategy was so crap, right? Because hi
Yeah,
Milo.
they put him on softs, bro.
Because sorry,
At one point they switched him into softs.
they switched him into softs and
He
like
should have been on the mediums. Or at least the hards.
he should have been on
At
the
least medium,
hards.
sorry.
He should have been on the mediums or the hards. But the problem was that he was on these softs, so he was like top 3 or 4, and then he like bumped down to, I think he ended up in top 7. He was 7th.
And then they had to switch the tires off of him. Which
Because
is
they had
like
to take
whatever.
the softs off.
Yeah.
Because
I
his
don't
tires
even-
were dead. Well, no, what the reason that it kept happening is because the virtual safety cars, the safety cars kept happening at the most inopportune times for him. And then the one time where it was opportunistic for them to bring him in, the strategist just, I don't know, went to get a cup of coffee or something. And like,
Opportunistic or not, I don't understand why you put soft tires on the guy. That made no sense to anybody. Even the commentators are like, what are they doing?
I don't know, it was just a mess. That was just stupid. They
yeah.
ruined his race. Like, truly, I really wish that he would just, I really wish that Stroll, or not Stroll, I really wish that Alonso would leave Aston Martin. Because, not like because I don't think he's doing well there, but because I just don't feel like I feel like he's the person who has the, like, no companion.
Where's he gonna go?
I don't know.
Because
I
like
don't know
honestly,
where to put him.
no, honestly, I think they got a really good program going there. It's just they can look at how Alonso's been racing
Yeah.
this season. Like clearly something's working there. Yeah, they screwed the strategy on this race,
Yeah.
but the car is doing well. Things are working. I think it makes a lot of sense. And it says a lot given that like he's also decided to sign with them
Yeah.
for a few more years, right?
Yeah.
So obviously he sees something there that, and I mean they're getting very close. Like they're doing a lot of great things there. So I think
They're doing a lot of great things except for getting rid of Lance Stroll. I'm dead serious. I'm
Yeah,
so
man.
annoyed about him.
yeah.
It's getting like really annoying.
I know, man.
He's like actually an annoying driver.
Lance Stroll crashes
Oh my god.
into Daniel Ricciardo.
This is like, I feel like heartbreaking.
Just like the footage is like crazy.
The footage is
And then he has the nerve to like blame it on Daniel. Like I don't understand.
it's so
this guy.
damning. Like, you look at the footage and you would have to not understand rules of the road
No, it's
to
like
understand that he was like completely at fault for this.
yeah, I don't know.
I think it's just so disgusting because it's like, if you do that and you weren't looking, like the onboard cameras show, like Lance is looking in a different direction. Like, he's not even looking where he's going. I don't know, maybe he's looking at like the golf green or daydreaming about being a hockey player, like whatever the heck it is. But like, he's definitely not giving a crap about like daddy's car.
Yeah, and then he had the nerve to blame Daniel for it. I don't know, man. Like
George gets the week off. I'm off on Lance this week.
it's no, Lance is quickly becoming like
The Nikita Mazepin
yeah,
and
that
the Latifi, the Gotifi as people call it. I still don't understand that.
he's becoming that driver that people are just annoyed with. I mean,
Even Grosjean wasn't this bad. Grosjean you felt a little bad for.
listen,
Lance, I don't feel bad
Grosjean
for.
would crash on his own. At least he
Yeah.
did his own thing.
Yeah.
Lance is crashing into other people.
It's so detrimental to the races.
It's just a little like ridiculous, man. Like
And then him and like, what was it, Magnussen or Hulkenberg are like fighting for 17th place. Like, it's so annoying. Like, I was watching the recap and I was like, literally nobody cares. I care about the Haas's, but like, I don't care
I mean,
about
it's
Lance
racing
Stroll.
at the end of the day.
It's
Good
racing, but anything that involves Lance Stroll is not like skill. It's just like,
you know what the thing is like
watch, he's
it's-
gonna win like a champion like ship next year, and I'm gonna
my
be like,
God.
sorry.
There's one thing to be like just a bit of an aloof driver, and then it's another thing to be an aloof driver and then blame the other drivers for like your stupidness. This is it's just it pisses people off. I think the whole F1 community is I see the memes, yo, like
Yeah.
it's crazy. They go nuts on Lance
I'll say
Stroll.
it again. I'll say it again. It sucks that the one driver, no, I'll say two things. It sucks that the one driver that literally cannot be ousted from a team is the worst driver right now on the grid. Like, he's never going to go anywhere until Lance Stroll goes somewhere, ever. And that man has so much
Or
money, I don't think anything's going to ever happen. The second reason I'm upset is because it's the one driver that's in our country that we could get behind.
oh god.
And he's never coming on the podcast. Because if he sees this, he's going to hate us.
Dude, if Lance Stroll legitimately is like, I want to come on your podcast, we're
I
not
would
gonna
let him.
we're
He
not
wouldn't
gonna,
want to
we're not gonna
because
say
of
no.
this. What is he gonna do? Hey, Bria, I talked about that. I remember that time that you said, I wasn't looking about whatever, and
Dude, how
Daddy.
hilarious would that be?
He would
If he
come
like
on here
showed
and
up,
rip
he's
us
like,
to
yo,
shreds.
I heard you guys talking crap about me on your podcast. Let's go into your basement, throw on your camera, throw on the lights, we're gonna film this. It's like, okay.
I mean, I'm not scared of Lance Stroll,
I
but
know, it'd be funny though.
yeah.
No, if he did do that, I'd be like, dude, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about,
you know what?
let's
I
talk
want to know
about you
what.
retiring.
I want to know. No, actually, no. I don't even. I'll take a step back. I really want to know what's going on inside of his head. Because the thing is either he is delirious, delulu, doesn't actually understand
Delulu.
anything that's going on. I don't know where I heard that, but it was like in a book that I was reading too, and I'm obsessed with it. I know it's super cringe, but I'm obsessed with
Not
it.
a real word. Don't know which books you're reading.
But I want to know, like, is he putting on like a front? Does he really feel this way, or is he so cocky? Is he so cocky that he actually thinks he's in the right, or is he just kind of like in denial and just like trying to like make up for the skill that he knows that he doesn't have,
I think,
or whatever in between?
I mean, no one really knows, but I think
I'd love
like,
to talk to him.
I think sometimes you're just in a position where, like,
You think everyone's wrong except for you?
no, I think it could be, yeah. I mean, that could be a symptom of like coming from like extreme wealth. Like his dad is extremely rich, so you always think that the things you do, the things you say, including like your career choices, are probably like 100% what they should be, and they're right, and like no one can say anything to you. Because I think he's like one of the only like, yeah, there's some drivers there that come from money. I mean, a lot of them come from money, but he's the only driver who's driving because his father owns the team.
Yeah.
Everybody else had to some extent earn their seats there.
Everyone had to earn
They
their
weren't
seats,
just
yeah.
given their seats there. So I don't know. I don't know what it is with him, but I think a lot of people would agree that he definitely should not be in Formula One.
No.
Like, that's for sure. So
He really shouldn't be. But I mean, all jokes and Stroll
are we
aside.
just gonna trash on Stroll this whole
No,
podcast?
I mean, there's no point, right? There's no point. Like, we've trashed on him before. There's only so much trash
Yeah, I mean,
you can
it's-
dish. It's just so stupid because Daniel Ricciardo, like, he actually had a chance after that safety car to get a good restart, and it annoyed me to no end that Stroll just wasn't even looking where he was going.
It just happens to be one of those things. Like, we got to talk about it because it was like a collision. It was a stupid collision in the race, and I don't know, man. I don't know what the FIA can do about it. I don't think they really can do much about it as long as his father owns the team. And
We were talking about that though. Like, if you take someone out, it's because Stroll still stayed in the race. Like, what? I don't know. When you take somebody out, even like Magnussen wrecked Sonoda's race,
yeah,
like spun him around, like that should have some lasting implications beyond the one Grand Prix, especially in these. And I know that this is like hard because there's not like a set rule for this, but like I feel like it needs to at least be discussed because they're the same culprits. Like Magnussen does this over and over. Stroll does this over and over. Sargent does it over and over.
I was thinking about this in terms of like, let's say implemented, like hypothetically, let's say they implemented a rule where it's like if you do so many at fault crashes that are deemed
Yeah.
like, weren't racing incidents and it was just essentially like stupidity or carelessness. If you do it
Recklessness.
at like X number of times, like, if like,
Innocently, yeah.
for example, like driving regularly, if you do X number of offenses, you get suspended,
Or
right?
you get points, or you get like points off of your
Yeah,
license, or
yeah,
yeah.
or like, in this case, let's say like a driver misses a race or they get grid penalty, like, they do get grid penalties for causing collisions and stuff like that.
But they
But
don't usually go and extend to the next race.
yeah, but like let's say if there was a system but like that where it's like they would look at it over the course of a few races and be like if you do this many, you're going to like this XYZ is going to happen. The problem with those kind of rules though is it discourages drivers who don't normally do those things to take risks. So I think that's why they can't really put
I
those
see
kind of
that.
rules into place because yeah, I mean it would definitely help if it only applied to like Lance Stroll, but to the rest of the grid they're just like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. Like there's no point in doing this if things are going to be like looked at that closely and I'm going to be penalized. So it's like, yeah, I'm not going to make this risk, I'm not going to do that risk. And next thing you know, like we have like boring racing every single weekend.
No,
But
you're right, because everyone takes turns differently. Everyone, you break late, do you break early, do whatever. You go
like
around, you go in, you go
like
out. But it's
like the Alonso
yeah,
Russell thing,
yeah.
like I don't know, like who knows?
I mean, I think this was just so cut and dry. I think that when there's blatant negligence or recklessness, where like, and I don't know, maybe they need to point that out. Like, if the FIA or the stewards look into this and they say, like, the driver is not looking where they're going, that's reckless. You're driving a Formula One car.
But
You're driving in like, you're being reckless. Like, I feel like there's definitive things that define you as a reckless driver. And if you fall into that criteria, you need to have a penalty for the next race.
Formula One is innately reckless. Do you know what I
I know
mean?
it's innately reckless, but there are reckless.
You can't just say you're paying attention to where you're going
He
because
wasn't even
this
looking at
isn't he's
him.
not just driving from town to town
He
here.
wasn't even
He's
looking.
driving, I
He's
know.
going this
I know,
way,
but a
and
lot
he's
of the
not
time
even
when
looking
guys
at
are
him.
doing different, like this happens all the time where they're looking one way and
It's not like
something.
there's a stop sign or a stoplight or an old lady crossing the
I don't
road
know. It's
in
just
China
I think it's
on the friggin' Grand Prix.
I think it's like it's hard to say it that way. To put it that way, I think is a
It's
little
not like
difficult.
yield.
Difficult to say that you should be keeping your eye on where you're going because it's not
You're
like
so soft.
no, it's not that. I get what you mean, but you can't just say like, do you know what I mean? Because it's not like you're just going somewhere. He's racing. He's in a motorsport. Like
I
they're looking at
understand.
everything and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
So, but bottom line
You're
is like,
racing
dude, it was your fault. It was your
the
fault.
guy
Don't do it.
in front of you.
Get out of Formula One.
You should look
Okay?
at the guy in front of you when you're racing the
Leave.
man in front of you.
Friggin' leave Formula One. Open up that seat for like Carlos
Go
Sainz or somebody.
surf. Go surf. You would be
Golf.
perfect at surfing. No, just man,
All right,
ball
we're going
flying
off.
in the
We're going
sky.
off on Lance Stroll right now.
God,
Like,
somebody's
so,
gonna get concussed.
it's so bad. Like
He's a surfer.
literally 10 minutes of just ripping up Lance Stroll. What else do you want to talk about on this race?
Oh, poor Bottas.
Yeah, Bottas DNF'd. Cool.
Yeah, Bottas.
Peace out. Kick Sauber. No one cares. Next.
No, but that was so pivotal. That was so pivotal to Lando getting second place.
Yeah, it was true.
Because he needed to pit.
Thanks.
He
Thanks for the
gained
safety car, Bottas. Appreciate
8
you.
seconds on that.
Appreciate you, my boy.
Cool. My notes don't friggin' matter.
No. It's like,
Great.
thanks for the safety car, and thanks for also making Lewis Hamilton a
Okay.
7-time world champ. Next.
Wow.
Dude, man. So race wise, the only reason I'm just kidding, but the only reason I was talking about because like, do you want to get to the big news of like the week that's been like dominating everything?
Yeah.
Huh?
That sounds good.
Adrian Newey is leaving Red Bull.
None of us are surprised.
Really?
You're going to be like, why on Reddit? Because I told you that there was tension in the paddock like weeks ago between Verstappen, Adrian, Jos,
Yes.
and Christian.
Listen,
and
though.
it has been a problematic thing to the point where if you even saw Verstappen's like thing about Newey, it was just so like PC. He was like, I would really wish for him not to go. But like,
What is he gonna say?
again, it's PC because you can't give up anything. None of these like interviews and stuff with the drivers mean anything because nobody's actually. I wonder sometimes. Okay, before we go into all this, I had a thought. I had like this very interesting thought when I was getting ready today, and it was like, I wonder if all these drivers like Max see like Instagram or like the news coming up, and they're like, yeah, man, like Adrian Newey's going. Like I knew about that like 6 months ago, and like, oh, they're speculating about this, but they have no idea. Like I wonder if it's like we're all just like little like puppets that they're like playing with this narrative. Do you know what I mean?
I'm sure there's some aspect to that. It's not
funny.
like everybody finds out it's like the same day.
Yeah.
Unless you're Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton that he's leaving.
Yeah.
That apparently
Yeah.
like everyone found out the same day.
Wild.
Although Toto Wolff did say he knew about that.
But he didn't know
a
when it was
while
going to
ago.
happen.
I digress.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there was some sort of. I mean, we'll never know, but I'm sure that to some extent they did know that Adrian would probably be
He's
leaving.
like almost 70, man.
But
Do you know what he said today? He's like, I'm tired. He's like, I'm a bit tired.
do you think
That's what he said. I'm not saying that's what he is, but
Where do you
he's
think he's
almost
going?
70.
retirement?
No. Okay, so like
Everybody is telling me he's going to another team.
we looked this up, okay? So like if he breaks, so if he leaves, he has this like 1 year where like he can't sign to another team.
Yeah.
In our understanding of his contract.
Yes. No, that's his contract.
But money can buy just about anything. Like in Daniel Ricciardo's case.
What do you mean?
Remember when McLaren broke his contract and had to pay him like his full annual salary?
I think with Adrian though, it's not like they had to pay him. Like I think if he does go to another team, I'm sure there's like implications there where that team and he will be facing like legal action.
So like the whole thing,
I think it's just not allowed.
the whole thing is like, where is he going and when? Because they're working on this like other project right now with like Red Bull,
The hypercar.
Hypercar.
Yeah.
And it's like he's finishing that up. So he leaves what at the end of this year, 2024, 2025. He's a free agent.
No, I think
Or is it end of
2020
2025?
I think 2025 he leaves.
So he's 70 then.
Yeah.
Okay. So that means 2026, to our understanding, he can't do anything with any team that's not Red Bull.
Yeah.
So then he's starting into 2027.
Yeah.
So my thought process with this is he's either, okay, well, I mean, obviously, he's either
So
retiring
he's
or going to
designing the
Ferrari.
2026 car, right? That's the new regulations, isn't it?
I think so.
Yeah, so he's going to design that car and dip.
Maybe he's just going to mess it up right before he goes.
He could,
like-
I mean.
Light it on fire and just like peace out.
Yeah.
Red Bull decline again.
Back down the hill we go.
Just like set it all on fire at Milton Keynes.
Yeah, that was crazy news though. That I mean, like you were just saying, like, oh yeah, like I could see dissension. I thought it might have been like I mean, the talks were like Helmut might leave, Verstappen might leave, Christian might get fired.
Still very possible.
Adrian Newey just kind of to me came out of nowhere.
I
was like, damn, really?
I knew it, but I told you this a few weeks ago. I said Adrian's not. I said you were like, why would he leave though? He's at like the height of his success, and I was like, he was like one of the biggest. Like he and Christian were together for a very long time.
Yeah.
But the tension that has been there and the things that have happened, not only with Christian Horner, but Helmut Marko as well.
Dude, I wonder
have
if
been
we'll ever know.
despicable.
I wonder if we'll ever know.
I don't know. I hope he writes a book or like a memoir or something. Newey, he should. But a lot of what he's going to say is under like lock and key.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of NDAs. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of those are signed.
I just figured out what that was.
Jesus. Yeah, the F1 is probably just like scrap full of NDAs. Like everyone's got to sign them. You can't even you can't even talk about your own car, right?
Yeah.
Like
I love watching the drivers get out of their cars and like Hamilton look at like the Red Bull and like everyone just kind of like looks at it and does like one of these.
Remember when Verstappen didn't
Yeah.
touch the wing and got fined like $50 million?
He like
This is crazy,
I
man.
still don't. I still
We did a
remember
podcast
it.
about
I
that.
still remember that. That was so stupid, Max.
Yeah, man, that was no, but yeah, everyone. I mean, everyone's looking at the Red Bull, but I think it's fun to watch other drivers just like stare at it and just like be like, what are they doing? But like it shows like Hamilton is trying to figure out. He's like, okay, like something is like, where are they getting this? Or like he always complains that he never has any rear end grip on the
Yeah.
Mercedes. So like he's trying to figure out where they're getting that downforce from on the back end of the car. Like it's
Hamilton
crazy, man.
does not care anymore about Mercedes.
Yeah, man.
Hamilton has signed off Mercedes. Bye bye Toto. Bye bye what's his race engineer? Bono.
Bono
Bye
said
bye. Like he does not give a crap about Mercedes anymore. There is no we rise. There is just we fall by ourselves. Named
still we don't still
Hamilton.
rise, dude.
We are no longer rising.
Yeah,
We
man.
are not surviving. We are just
So
driving.
speaking of which, like there's been a lot of speculation that like Newey's either gonna go to Aston Martin or Ferrari. What do you think?
Aston Martin
Or
or
do you
Ferrari.
think he's just gonna retire?
Realistically, I think he should go to Ferrari, but for some reason my gut is telling me he's going to retire.
Hamilton gave a very like non-committal answer at a press conference. He's like,
Oh
he's
my
like,
god.
yeah. He's like, I would. He's definitely on my list of people I would want to work with.
If he
And
went
he's-
to
and-
Ferrari, I
and-
just figured that out.
And he just like smirked. He's like, yeah, that'd be on the top of my list. But no one is gonna say a single thing until like it's 100% done. But I have an inkling. I mean, they were saying
Whoa.
actually. I read that Fred Vasseur met with him in where were they?
Oh my god, come on.
He met with him in a European city. It was like Paris or something.
Oh my god.
They said like on the way over, he had like lunch with him or something like that. And he actually said in a statement, he's like, he's like, all we need is his signature. So I mean, and that's a confirmed statement from Fred Vasseur. He's like, the only thing missing is his signature. So they obviously have extended him a contract.
Oh my god, do you know what this means? What? That's your 8th world champion right there.
What? Yeah, I mean, obviously.
That would be dumb.
Yeah.
I mean, but how sad would it be as if Ferrari got Newey and then like their strategists still were stupid?
But listen, it would make complete sense because
How sad would it be for Leclerc?
as a driver, it's a dream to race for Ferrari.
Yeah.
Imagine being an aerodynamic Formula One like car designer.
Oh my god.
And you have the team principal come up to you and be like, dude, would you like to design a Formula One Ferrari car? Like before you retire. Like it would be such an easy sell. I'd be like, dude, listen.
I'm just in shock right now.
Who else can say that you like, dude, I'll let you do whatever you want. You can design the Ferrari and it will be driven by Lewis Hamilton and it will be a championship winning car and then you can retire. And we'll pay you any godly number that you want to know. Because you know what? Like Ferrari, they need to be winning again and they need it badly, and they show that with like signing Lewis Hamilton. They are willing to, and it makes total sense why Fred was like, dude, all he needs to do is sign it. Obviously they've sent him a contract. They want him so badly.
I am just so shocked because I'm like, it's been such a crazy week that I did not let that sink in that Newey being at Ferrari would be with Hamilton.
Yeah. How do you not know?
No, it's not. It's not that I didn't know it. I didn't let that
just didn't
sink
put
in.
it together? Yeah, man. It would be insane.
But the thing is, so it would be next year would be like Hamilton's like
Debut.
maiden year.
2026 would be new regulations.
And then
without Newey.
2027. So that means
is the earliest he could possibly come in.
ideally Hamilton is planning on if Newey's coming to Ferrari, Hamilton's not leaving.
So he's going to be 5, 6, 7. He's going to have to be there for three years.
And that's enough time.
Yeah. How old is he now?
He's like 40.
That's
right?
a
42?
Yeah,
is he 42?
That's a little while
Or is he 38?
to wait though. Like he doesn't have too much time.
How old is he? Age.
He was born in 85.
Why don't you just type in Lewis Hamilton age? Like why did you type in
tells
Lewis
you,
Hamilton?
I'm on his Wikipedia, yo. Lewis Hamilton.
Oh my God. Grandpa.
Wife.
Age. It's Rihanna.
39. He's 39.
39. I already clicked that link. I already know what that means. It's all the girls he's dated.
So he's not that old. And for context, Fernando Alonso's 42.
Yeah.
What are you guys talking about? I can't believe Sergio Perez is 34. That's crazy.
I know. That man looks weathered and aged. It's so
know.
sad. But no, I mean,
3 years.
the thing is, though,
so that puts him at Alonso's age.
that means that like Newey's gonna be like 73.
Did I say 39?
Yeah, he's a 39.
Is he 39?
Yeah, he's 39. So he'd be 42.
Yeah, that puts him. I think so.
42.
Alonso currently is
42.
yeah
age.
the oldest person on the grid, and I don't know how many. I read something about Alonso saying that he's like, this is probably going to be my last like stint in F1.
No, then he's gonna come back when he's 60.
Alonso could race forever.
Yeah, man, that man could race forever. Although I want to see Sebastian Vettel. I want to see Sebastian Vettel back so badly.
I love how thick his accent is.
Yeah.
It's the best thing in the world.
I just find him and Stroll on the same team to be so funny. And I'm not going to like rip on Stroll anymore, but like I just find that dynamic and the lack thereof, the duo, to be so funny.
He likes him though. He's got a soft spot for Stroll. I don't know why.
Because he's a nice person. Alonso, you're a nice person. I'm not as nice as you are. I'm a nice person.
Fernando.
But not that nice.
Dude, I don't know what's going to happen with Adrian.
You know, I still think there's going to be an additional mix-up at Red Bull, and I don't know if Max is going to stick around.
I mean, if Adrian
That's the
Newey
other thing,
leaves,
right?
If Adrian Newey leaves...
What if he goes to Mercedes? Why would he? But what if he did?
Toto's been talking that talk.
Toto needs a win.
Yeah, badly.
That man needs a win so that he can have a good excuse to look
Poor
handsome for the
guy.
cameras again. Because that man looks very weathered too.
Super weathered, Toto.
Toto used to be that guy. Everyone who stops us talks about like, Drive to Survive and how they love Toto Wolff and how he's like so handsome.
Now he's got this vibe where he's sitting and his hair is like pushed back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's just in the chair.
There was something about how they lost their Bose sponsorship after 2021.
Oh, after he smashed the... No, that's not... I mean, he beat the hell out of that headphone.
How funny would it be? Oh my God, Adrian's going
smashed
to... If
it.
Adrian goes to Ferrari, if Max ever went to Mercedes, would they really be able to like work together after 2021? That's just like blood that runs deep. You know what I mean? Like that's a riff that's hard to mend.
How long is Max's contract?
I don't know.
Because the thing is, Max, quite honestly, has no allegiance. The only reason he's sticking with Red Bull is because they have the fastest car. He's gonna go to, if there's a faster team offering him a contract, he's gonna go there.
Saying Max Verstappen may leave Red Bull, blah blah blah, sooner than expected. Might part ways with Red Bull before his contract expires in 2028. Homie signed like a 45-year contract.
He could leave. He could leave earlier. You never know. But the thing is like, if you're looking at it this way,
2028 is another.
But think about it. If Adrian Newey can only come in, is it to the end of 2027 and then 2028 it's over? Or is it all of 2028?
Through 2028.
Yeah, so then, I mean, it's going to be 2 years. Let's say, in theory, Adrian Newey goes to Ferrari and he designs them a better car, Red Bull drops off. They're going to drop off for 2 years. And then he could head to another team if he wanted to. But I don't know. We'll see. Verstappen's also talked a lot about, like, just doing other things and not staying in F1.
So Newey called in lawyers to try to get the team to allow him to leave earlier than that. To potentially start afresh somewhere else.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So awkward.
That's
like breaking up with somebody and being like, yeah, so I'm just gonna leave.
But how
I gotta
sad?
Go somewhere else.
How sad would it be as if he really just wants to retire because he's like actually like a 70-year-old man?
Yeah.
And like Horner's like, no, you old man, you keep making cars.
No, you know the thing.
How freaking horrible would that be?
The thing for me is like when you're somebody like Adrian Newey and somebody who was telling me we were watching something where they were talking about he's always sketching. He's like always in his notebooks. Yeah. He's always drawing. I saw that on one of the
tech talks.
And no, it was that it was that podcast that I was listening to with Nicholas Callum.
Oh.
You know the guy with the dreads, the mechanic in Red Bull. And he was saying they asked him about Adrian Newey, and he's like, the dude is always,
Yeah, you
always,
told me
always
that.
drawing. Somebody like that does not retire. He will want to design cars
And
for the
he's just
rest of
trying to
his life.
throw us off the scent by saying he's a little
I
tired.
guarantee you, like, with the amount of money that Ferrari would throw at him, I don't
He's like,
think
I'm
retiring.
awake.
Yeah.
He's like, I got me a lifetime supply of Red
He's
Bulls.
like,
I'm
nah,
awake.
yeah, he's like, I'm good, bruh. Bring it on.
I mean, like they said that we should know shortly what his next plans are. So we'll
How
see.
shortly?
They said by Miami, but it's
Yeah.
Miami.
I heard that he was going to announce his departure before this Grand Prix, which he did.
Well, he did.
But I don't know if we'll know where he goes. But it should be really interesting.
It really should be. Excuse me.
Stop yawning on the
I'm
pod,
sorry,
dude.
I'm sorry.
It's
I need a
addicting.
coffee.
I want to yawn
I'm
too.
sorry. It's like an itch. I just gotta scratch it.
I'm excited, man, and they're doing back-to-back sprints for Miami.
I know. So we actually are like behind because I think they did sprint quali today.
Which we're gonna watch, I think.
Yeah,
maybe.
with a coffee.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
And then we have actual quali. No, we have sprint race and then actual quali tomorrow.
And then the race on Sunday, which we're so excited for. Probably burritos.
I'll snizzle. I haven't had a burrito in a minute.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But we are happy that we did our podcast today.
I know, man. I hope you guys watch it.
Yeah, please do,
bit.
because today
We'll see if
we
anyone
showed up
does.
for you.
Yeah, show up.
That was like such a week, like, you know.
We showed up for you. You show up.
You show up for us.
That's how it works. Anything else? Any other brain busters about this last?
You know what? No, let me just quickly go down my lineup here and just like talk smack about everyone I need to talk smack about. Just give me a
make
second.
sure you don't like get any spoilers.
I won't, because I'm gonna do this.
Talk smack.
I just need to look at the list of
You
people.
gonna do a rundown?
Yeah.
See the final
Verstappen,
results?
we've already talked the crap about. Norris is a great human being. We love him a lot. Perez is probably going to be not here next year. Leclerc was the wrong Ferrari to keep in Ferrari. Sainz deserves a job. Russell, nobody cares. Alonso, you're
Shouts
a gem.
to you. You're the homie.
You're the homie. Piastri, you're doing great. You just keep going. Hamilton, good luck next year. Hulkenberg did great. He got in 10th. Good for him.
Gotten the points.
Ocon, did you hear the news about Ocon?
No.
So they're thinking about ousting. No, this was something else. We didn't talk about this. Ocon is like in demand somewhere. I read this deep on a Reddit hole. It was a lot of clicks.
Hey, what's a Reddit hole? Dude, guys, I don't make fun of her. She just says these things. What's a Reddit hole, dude?
Like, you know when you click and then at the bottom there's like suggested for you, and then you click and then there's suggested for you, and then you click, and then it's 2:08 in the morning.
Rabbit hole and Reddit.
Because dogs bark.
Reddit hole.
It was bad.
The things you say make me
And
so
you were
happy in my heart.
so tired that you were just sleeping away.
God.
Something about Ocon having an opportunity somewhere else.
Reddit hole.
Which is stupid because, again, not a fan of his. Albon, whatever. Gasly,
Albon's cool.
you
Don't
need a better
whatever
car.
him.
No, I love Albon, but
Albon.
nothing new about him.
Gasly's
Joe.
the homie.
I know, I said I love
Put some
Gasly.
respect on his name.
I said you deserve a better car. Listen to
Put
the
some
podcast.
respect on his name, yo.
Joe and Bottas, they're gonna do like a Haas. They're thinking about wasn't this the team that they're thinking about getting rid of both of them?
Yeah, I mean they're being bought
like
up by Alpha
Yes.
Romeo. Yeah, and Hulkenberg's been signed to them.
Yes,
Remember?
that's the other thing.
Yeah,
Hulkenberg was signed to them.
Yeah, to Audi.
So either Bottas or Joe are going.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Maybe one of them becomes reserve. Most likely going to be
Reserve
Zhou
just
Guan
means
Yu,
like
unfortunately.
rejected from the team.
I think it's unfortunately probably going to be Zhou Guan Yu.
It should be Joe.
Yeah.
Stroll should leave the sport. Magnussen needs to be a less aggressive driver sometimes. Sargent, good job not crashing. Ricardo's probably
so aggressive looking into the camera saying those comments. So
talking
aggressive.
to you. Ricardo's probably going to be out of the sport.
Pick it up, dude.
Sonoda's
doing Sonoda things.
and Bottas, I hope you remain because your booty calendars, everyone loves them.
I know, man. I got to get one.
Yeah.
Is that it?
That was my rundown.
All right, guys. Make sure you subscribe to us on the Spotify. Catch
The
us
Spotify.
on. We did a long one today. catch us on Spotify, YouTube,
Dickety dock
TikTok, as long as it's available.
in
And
your country.
and Instagram. We're on Instagram. I try to post pretty much everything on Instagram. Actually, that's kind of where
And
it's
dickety
at.
dock.
TikTok, yeah, I've been a little like lacking on TikTok, but TikTok's pretty, yeah, it's like doing the thing. But like, I find I can post more on the
Yeah,
Instagram. But
on the
follow us on
gram.
Instagram, Spotify, hit the YouTube Shorts. You know the deal. Let us know if you have any questions. Send us DMs. Let us know what you thought about the podcast. And
Don't be mean. Be nice. Be nice in the comments because I cry easily.
you don't even read them. It's all good.
I do. I read them. And I read everything with a really mean tone. Like, I read
You don't
everything
read
with
the
a very sarcastic
you
tone.
don't read the YouTube comments.
I don't have access to the YouTube
Yeah,
content
that's where the real
comments.
mean ones are. So it's all good. Don't worry about it. It's all good. It's not for you. It's mostly about me. It's actually they're always about me, which is so funny. I don't even care. Anyway, I'm excited for the Grand Prix.
Me too. See you guys in like a
We'll
day or
watch
two.
it, and then what's the next one after this one?
I don't know, but I can't check.
I'm gonna check real quick right now. We got Imola
Imola.
going to Italy.
Well,
Let's do
maybe
it.
we'll get
I'm hyped.
maybe we'll get a Ferrari update.
Yeah, maybe. Dude, imagine if he announced there
Oh my god.
at Imola.
What is it called? The Tifosi.
The
They're gonna lose their
Tifosi.
minds. It's gonna be like red everywhere.
Cool, man. Wrap this up.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.